NewJeans' ongoing drama is rapidly becoming a masterclass in what not to do when dealing with contracts, grievances, and public image. With the KMCA threatening blacklisting, the premature Instagram rebrand, and a growing perception of immaturity, it seems like the group is determined to play the part of a misunderstood rebel without any of the strategy to back it up. The KMCA Korea Music Content Association is not some random entity in the K-pop scene. It's an organization with the power to impact the careers of artists and agencies significantly. Their threat to blacklist NewJeans isn't something to be taken lightly. It's a direct warning that the group's actions are, in essence, undermining the industry structure. The idea that artists can freely defy their agencies and the established system without consequences is naive at best and dangerous at worst. When NewJeans first signed with Hybe, they entered into a contract that legally bound them to the company. This contract, like most in the industry, was designed to benefit both parties. The agency provides resources, promotion, and legal protection, while the group works to maintain its image and produce music. Contracts like these aren't just about the exchange of money. They're about mutual investment, and violating them isn't some petty rebellion. It's breaking a legal obligation. So, the KMCA stepping in isn't about an overreaction or a smear campaign against NewJeans. It's about maintaining the stability of the K-pop ecosystem. If a group can easily walk away from a major agency like Hybe without any real consequences, it sets a dangerous precedent. The KMCA is essentially warning other groups that they too could face blacklisting if they engage in similar behavior. It's not just about NewJeans' reputation, it's about keeping the balance in an industry that thrives on control, stability, and structure. By threatening to blacklist NewJeans, the KMCA is saying loud and clear, if you're going to act like a rogue entity, there are ramifications. Blacklisting, in this context, means that NewJeans would likely find it incredibly difficult to secure endorsement deals, radio play, TV appearances, or any kind of industry support moving forward. In an industry where public perception is everything, being on the receiving end of such a threat is catastrophic. If they think they can skip the necessary legal processes and just do whatever they want, they need to be reminded that their actions have consequences, serious ones. So, here we are again, NewJeans making yet another move that has everyone talking. This time, it's their new Instagram account, John's for Free, which, let's be honest, feels more like a bold but immature move than a well-thought-out step toward independence. The timing, awful. The message, confusing. The impact? Honestly, it feels like they're setting themselves up for another public relations disaster. First, the timing of the new Instagram account couldn't be worse. The group is currently embroiled in a legal dispute with Hybe and the KMCA, both of which have significantly affected their public image. Amid this storm, launching a new social media account seems like a poor choice, as it does little to resolve the real issues they face. Instead of focusing on legal proceedings and ensuring their future careers are protected, NewJeans has chosen to make headlines in a less than constructive way. While social media can be an effective tool for building a brand and maintaining communication with fans, in this instance, the account feels more like a distraction from the serious matters at hand. By opening an account during a time of intense scrutiny, they may have inadvertently amplified the chaos surrounding them instead of taking a step back to handle things more maturely. The name John's for Free itself appears to be an attempt at showing rebellion or a desire for freedom from the constraints of the entertainment industry. However, it's worth noting that the group is still under contract with Hybe, and they have not yet officially parted ways with the company. So, in essence, the whole thing comes across as premature, like trying to break free while still in handcuffs. If the intention behind this account was to signal independence or to show that they're taking charge of their own narrative, the lack of official separation from Hybe makes it hard to take seriously. Opening an Instagram account might seem like a bold move, but without proper follow-up and actions that align with their claims, it risks becoming just another empty gesture. For all of NewJeans' fame and success, their contract with Hybe is still in effect. While they may be navigating a complicated situation with their agency, Creating distractions in the form of an Instagram account might not be the most prudent course of action. In fact, it could even reflect poorly on their professionalism. In an industry as tightly knit and competitive as K-pop, handling disputes through social media rather than legal means can diminish credibility. When navigating complex contractual and legal battles, it's usually more effective to keep things professional rather than allowing personal emotions or public opinions to dictate one's actions. A well-timed Instagram launch does little to help in terms of resolution, and it risks turning the situation into a spectacle rather than focusing on the real work of securing their future. At this point, NewJeans' behavior is beginning to wear thin, both on the industry and on the public. What was once seen as a group of youthful idols with a strong sense of individuality is now being perceived as a group of entitled, reckless amateurs who can't handle the realities of K-pop. Their actions, whether it's their reckless Instagram rebranding, disrespecting legal protocols, or failing to recognize the long-term consequences of their moves, are quickly becoming a public relations disaster. K-pop is a highly structured and professional industry, and idols are expected to understand and navigate these complexities. NewJeans, however, seem to be playing a game of rebel without a cause, trying to break free from the very system that made them successful. They've shown time and again that they aren't prepared to face the reality of their industry. While personal expression is a right, doing so at the cost of alienating key stakeholders like their agency, other industry professionals, and even the public is a disastrous approach that reeks of immaturity. Let's not forget that the core issue here is their desire to leave the agency. But what is NewJeans' plan post-Hybe? Do they believe they can replicate the success they've achieved under the Hybe umbrella without any support structure? By making rash decisions without outlining any real, strategic plan, NewJeans is coming off as naive and disconnected from the long-term goals that any established artist should consider. Some fans have taken to social media to argue that NewJeans' actions are justified, going so far as to claim that Hybe desperately wants to keep them. Let's be clear, Hybe's stance isn't about emotional attachment, it's about upholding contractual obligations. Allowing NewJeans to walk away without consequences would set a dangerous precedent, weakening the legal foundations that keep the K-pop industry running. Fans who argue that NewJeans is standing up for themselves fail to see the bigger picture. This isn't just about the group's grievances, it's about the future of idol management. By defending every impulsive decision NewJeans makes, these fans are doing more harm than good, enabling behaviors that could damage the group's long-term career prospects. The argument that Hybe is nothing without NewJeans is laughable at best. Yes, NewJeans has been a profitable asset, but Hybe's empire is far from reliant on a single group. BTS alone generates billions, and groups like 17, Les Seraphim, and Hybe and NTXT are thriving on both domestic and international stages. Even if NewJeans were to leave, Hybe's diverse portfolio ensures that the company will continue to dominate the industry. K-pop is a fast-moving market, and for every group that leaves, another rises to take its place. While NewJeans' absence might be felt temporarily, it's unlikely to have any lasting impact on Hybe's financial health or industry dominance. Some fans have pointed out that Hybe stands to lose significant revenue if NewJeans departs. While this is true to an extent, it's important to remember that K-pop agencies are built to weather such storms. Hybe has the resources and industry clout to pivot quickly, investing in new groups and expanding their global reach. The financial loss from NewJeans' departure would be a minor hiccup in the grand scheme of things. Hybe's ability to innovate and adapt ensures that any revenue gap will be filled sooner rather than later, leaving NewJeans as little more than a footnote in the company's history. The harsh reality is that K-pop groups are not invincible. For every success story, there are countless examples of groups that thought they could go it alone, only to fade into obscurity. NewJeans is risking everything by alienating Hybe and burning bridges within the industry. If they leave and fail to maintain their current level of success, they'll find themselves with limited options. The industry is not kind to those who defy its norms, and NewJeans' actions are doing more to damage their reputation than secure their future. NewJeans' current trajectory is a masterclass in what not to do when facing contractual disputes. From the KMCA's intervention to their ill-advised Instagram rebranding, every move they've made has only served to weaken their position and alienate potential allies, while their fans may continue to defend them. The reality is that NewJeans is playing a dangerous game that could have lasting consequences for their careers. And Hybe will continue to thrive, proving once again that no single group is bigger than the industry itself. If NewJeans doesn't course correct soon, they risk becoming a cautionary tale for future generations of idols, a reminder that professionalism, strategy, and respect for industry norms are non-negotiable in the world of K-pop.